Rinna is an AI character with multiple talents who is overwhelmingly popular among young people. What underpins her popularity is the humanness of her messages, which you won't notice that they are generated by AI. As the use of AI accelerates, Rinna Company, Limited, which develops Rinna, is developing AI with the emotionality cultivated through research and development for understanding the user's intentions through free dialogue including emotions. We are stepping up business support for companies through characters. We asked the person in charge about the aim, current measures, and future vision for differentiation as AI utilization becomes full-scale. An AI character with multiple talents that expands the playing field. Debuted in 2015 with Line. Since then, do you know the former high school girl who has demonstrated multiple talents, such as a radio program MC, singer, actress, painter and fortune teller? That is Rinna, an AI character who is a virtual person in the digital world. The number of friends online has exceeded 8.6 million, as of June 2022, mainly junior high and high school students. Combined with his past activities, he boasts outstanding name recognition among AI characters. There is no shortage of topics that are currently ongoing, such as crowdfunding for original goods and the sudden appearance of my brother. Rinna's most distinctive feature and charm is when she chats with users. She says, "Yeah, that's bad." It's the freshness of words that are in a different dimension from the AI we know. Many people may not be convinced that these are automatically generated by AI. So why is Rinna able to manipulate words so fluently? The secret is hidden in the history of its development so far. Born in Heisei, Microsoft. As you can see from this profile, Rinna was born as a Microsoft chatbot. One of the aims at that time was to respond to the issue at the time in response to automatic searches by AI in human words on the search engine Bing. AI research is triggered by unconscious words such as thank you. It is understanding the user's intentions through emotional and free dialogue. Kazuna Tsuboi, who has been consistently involved in the development of Rinna and serves as Chief Rinna Officer at Rinna, explains, "For that reason, we have focused on research into natural language analysis, and have incorporated the latest cutting-edge technologies into Rinna." Increase. In 2018, we launched the Empathy Chat Model, a conversation engine that enables natural conversation based on the context of the conversation, and in 2019, we launched the Empathy Vision Model, a conversation engine that prioritizes emotions based on images. Model is implemented. Since then, based on the other person's remarks, it is said that the dialogue function continues to evolve day by day, such as incorporating a new content model that enables more specific and rich responses through deep learning. Creating new value with empathy-based, human-like words. As part of DX, there is a growing movement to use AI for internal and external communication. However, looking at the current efforts, while information is being exchanged, it cannot be denied that there are aspects where the mechanical impression cannot be wiped away. On the other hand, Rinna's popularity breaks because of the humanity of her message. This is because messages based on empathy, which are difficult to obtain with other AI, create unique value as a new communication experience. On the other hand, the fact that she has acquired communication and expressive abilities other than letters as a chatbot cannot be omitted when talking about Rinna's success. Starting with the voice by speech synthesis, I have quickly learned the singing voice that does not require fine-tuning by hand by ear copying, and the ability to generate images from the image of words. Her ability to sing her pop songs in a sad tone is also a characteristic of her. With this as a tailwind, Rinna's popularity increased while expanding her range of activities as mentioned at the beginning, and interest in AI characters increased due to technological innovation. Strictly speaking, it is not Rinna herself, but rather his AI character optimized for each company based on Rinna's technology. Started to spread. And in 2020, established Rinna Co., Limited to further expand the chatbot AI business. Rinna's development will be taken over by this new company, which is centered on engineers. Mr. Tsuboy said, in order to expand the AI character business centered on Rinna in the future, it is advantageous to move outside of Microsoft, which is a large company and mainly B2B business, because it allows us to flexibly take on new challenges. It was decided that it was, he said. Tamashiro and Kodaru make AI characters familiar. Hiroki Nakamura, product manager lead at Rinna, says, if the value of a technology is not recognized, no matter how good the technology itself is, it will not spread. With the start of being able to use AI characters, companies that work on AI characters, including our company, have great opportunities. In order to seize business opportunities, Rinna is currently providing companies with Tamashiro, a communication platform based on the Rinna character platform for developing AI characters similar to Rinna. Two of them are Kodaru. Tamashiro is an AI character creation service that combines Rinna's free dialogue and recommendation technology to customize the personality, tone, and knowledge of each customer. Ryuichi Tokagami, of Rinna Business Development explains, with Tamashiro, it's much easier to create unique AI characters than learning from scratch, and you can easily use them as points of contact with consumers. Rinna has many communication skills, but Tamashiro allows you to select and use the ones you need. Its applications are so easy to use, and its use in voice/text interfaces for IT devices is rapidly expanding. A conceptual diagram of Tamashiro. It is possible to learn character style, tone, based on a small amount of conversation data. Kodaru, on the other hand, is a service that improves organizational capabilities based on pre-registered employees' interests and concerns, as well as learning results from chat data on internal communication tools. In order to improve organizational strength, it is important to strengthen ties between people through communication. However, depending on the topic, it is not uncommon for people to not be able to speak frankly due to concern for others. Also, while tools such as Microsoft Teams and Slack certainly activate communication, the number of channels increases along with it, making it extremely difficult to keep an eye on all of them. Kodaru analyzes the content of chats exchanged with internal communication tools and encourages employees who share common interests or who are working on solving similar problems in different departments to contact each other. Kodaru not only connects people, but can also be used as a development base for general-purpose chatbots. In fact, Rinna operates an AI character called Kotaru, who answers employee questions. Since Kotal is a machine, employees can freely chat with each other, and by giving feedback to other employees about the information they have obtained, we can share knowledge naturally and flexibly. Mr. Nakamura. Since July 2021, PUC has already been implemented at several companies. Participating companies are using it for purposes such as onboarding training for new hires and internal FAQs. Considering that sharing information that does not conform to company rules may adversely reduce the stability of the organization, considerations, such as not learning private or locked chats are also taken into account. Possibility that Rinna's AI character's peculiar emotionality will change the existing information circulation. Using AI in communication has its own difficulties, says Mr. Tsuboy. In general, AI use, efficiency and accuracy are pursued for each purpose, but if you apply it to communication, it will only be a dull exchange of information. In fact, this difficulty is Rinna's weapon of differentiation. I have already explained the significance of empathy-based dialogue and the development of technology for it. Continue to strengthen people's empathy is also influenced by the presence or absence of cultural understanding. Rinna is at the forefront of the difficult realm of conveying emotions through words. Mr. Tsuboy? The business aspect of adding emotion is not small. Familiarity naturally reinforces the relationship with customers, which leads to loyalty and strengthening of the brand. As consumer tastes diversify, the importance of word of mouth from family and friends in purchasing activities is increasing, and friendly AI characters can also be influencers there. People use inside and outside differently, and answers to the same question often differ between peer conversations and official surveys. However, if you have a friendly AI character, you will be able to hear a voice that is closer to the real intention through chat. While the evolution of IT tools has made it possible to access a large amount of information, the information that consumers truly want tends to be buried in a large amount of information. By recommending information suitable for each person, we cannot deny the possibility of changing the existing information circulation significantly. Mr. Tsuboy? For a world where AI characters are everywhere. Beyond that, Rinna draws a near-future vision in which AI characters are close to each person and all things have AI characters. Each person has their own strengths and weaknesses, as well as their own tastes and styles, and there are a wide variety of AI characters that people feel familiar with. Tamashiro has already made it possible to tune AI characters, but in order to further develop it, Rinna has also started research and development on content analysis of chats between humans and AI characters. We are also working to further improve compatibility through automatic tuning of AI characters for each individual based on analysis results. In Japan, the idea that all things have souls is deeply rooted in them. Familiar beings around us, while communicating with people, make up society. There is no mistake in thinking that it is in place. Mr. Nakamura. On the other hand, in order to expand business in the new market of AI characters, each company will be squeezing their wisdom together in earnest. Many of them are new challenges, and it is easy to surmise that they will not be easy. In the midst of this, Rinna is focusing on discovering partners who will work together to support the utilization of AI characters in companies. There is no absolute solution to how AI characters should be used, and we believe that we should borrow as much wisdom as possible in order to have them be used more effectively. Applications and services that use AI characters. While deepening discussions with various partners, such as development partners who are involved in development, ISV partners who make proposals in combination with in-house tools, and planning partners who are in charge of creating new value such as events with AI characters, we are identifying better ways to use them. I would like to come here. Mr. Tokagami. So how will AI characters evolve in the future? Regarding this point, Mr. Nakamura has the following outlook. There are still many issues to be addressed. First, we need to create more opportunities for people who do not know what an AI character is to interact with casually. However, it is true that Rinna's AI characters have grown significantly over the past 7 years and can now talk about almost anything. We want our AI characters to be an enjoyable part of our lives. For that reason, we will continue to refine our technology. Increase. A future where AI characters are always close to people and support their daily lives and social activities is just around the corner. You should start preparing now so that you can deliver new user experiences as soon as possible.